Hey guys, welcome to Binge Now. The best thing about Netflix is that it offers instant gratification, so you can often find exactly the kind of movie you're in the mood for at that precise moment. And when you're feeling the urge to watch a heart-tugging romance, not only can Netflix deliver, it'll give you the exact flavor of romance you're looking for too. Today we'll have a look at 10 of the best romance movies on Netflix. Before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button as we put out new videos every week. Let's head into it. Number 10. The Artist. Ever since Hollywood got its hands on Technicolor, black and white has merely been a rare stylistic choice for filmmakers, and no better movie in recent history has immortalized that staying power as The Artist. The French film is both an old Hollywood-style movie and an homage to the craft, telling the love story between a rising young starlet looking forward to the modernization of movies and a silent film veteran. The Best Picture winner is playful in its choices, meaning any lover of cinema could fall head over heels for it. Number 9. P.S. I Love You. In P.S. I Love You, Hilary Swank's Holly is widowed after her husband Jerry dies of brain cancer, but his impact on her life is still felt in the series of letters he's written to her that are delivered posthumously, helping her to cope with grief and learn to live without him. The film is an ode to love that's lost, and a call to new beginnings. Speaking of which, a sequel was recently announced, so the time to catch up on this one has never been better.
What is this?
Hey baby, surprise!
Number 8. About Time. The 2013 film About Time is not just an absolute gem of a romantic comedy, it's also one of the best time travel movies ever made. Oh yeah, and it's a total tearjerker. This movie is about a young man who learns from his father that the men in their family have the ability to time travel. This comes in handy when he misses this chance with a charismatic American girl and goes back to the night they first met to start the relationship off right. But what begins as a delightful, grounded, and romantic romp soon turns emotional as About Time slowly reveals itself to be a gut-wrenching father-son story at heart.
I hope I see you again.
You will.
Okay. Good. Good night.
Number 7. Notting Hill. In an appeal to nerdy women everywhere, Hugh Grant plays a London bookshop owner who falls in love with famous American actress Julia Roberts, who more or less plays herself. Let's be honest, we all wanted to move to London and haunt bookstores for our own Hugh Grant after seeing this movie. There are many hilarious moments throughout Notting Hill, all made funnier by Grant's straight face, but the wacky Welsh roommate posing in his underwear for the paparazzi's lace. Grant and Roberts have the predictable struggles of a commoner dating an A-lister, but they're at first tentative, then enduring love for one another makes us root for them to live happily ever after.
I just wanted to sort of apologize for the kissing thing. I seriously don't know what came over me, and I just wanted to make sure that you were fine about it.
Number 6. 365 Days. The Polish feature is adapted from the first book in a steamy adult romance novel series from author Blanka Lipinska. 365 Days tells the story of Laura, a young Polish woman who Massimo, the head of a Sicilian crime family, believes is the same woman who saved his life during a deal gone wrong months ago. When Massimo spies Laura at a bar while she's vacationing in Sicily for her birthday, he makes a decision to separate Laura and keep her for 365 days to see if she will fall in love with him. Number 5. Love Song. There's more romantic longing than romance in So Young Kim's understated indie drama Love Song. Jenna Malone and Riley Keough play old friends who reunite years later and share brief moments of intimacy. Although confused feelings and miscommunication get in the way of the relationship progressing, Kim captures the unspoken desires and insecurities that pass between the two main characters as they try to express feelings that they themselves don't quite understand. She depicts a moment in time that's beautiful but fleeting. Number 4. Loving. Loving brings one of the most pivotal love stories in history to the screen. The biographical drama from Jeff Nichols tells the story of Mildred and Richard Loving, the couple who challenged state laws banning interracial marriage all the way to Supreme Court with the landmark case Loving v. Virginia. for being such a sweeping romance with so many groundbreaking implications. It's the gentle, muted way it's told in this historical film that nestles into your heart. From Joel Edgerton's hushed performance as the distant but caring Richard, and Ruth Negga's thoughtful simplicity to Mildred, to Nichols' warm direction, it finds a quiet profoundness that makes it all the more beautiful.
Yes?
Would you marry me?
Number 3. Straight Up. James Sweeney explores the fluidity of sexuality in the witty, fast-paced rom-com Straight Up. Sweeney plays Todd, who starts questioning his identity as a gay man after many failed attempts at dating. When he meets the charming, intelligent Rory, he feels like he's found his soulmate, even though intimacy with her is just as difficult for him as it was with men. Straight Up explores the boundaries of what romance and sexuality really mean, while showcasing sparkling banter and a creative visual style.
The question is, why do we want to ruin our relationship with sex?
Exactly. I mean, 65% of married couples stop having sex after 10 years.
Really?
I don't know, I just made that number up.
Number 2. Stranger Than Fiction. Will Ferrell gets a rare chance to show off his dramatic skills in the self-aware romantic dramedy Stranger Than Fiction. Ferrell plays a downtrodden IRS agent who discovers that his life is being written by a renowned author. He tries to break out of the predetermined path that is set to end with his death. Meanwhile, he falls in love with a quirky baker whose business he's auditing. The movie balances whimsical romance with musings on the nature of art and the conflict between free will and destiny. Number 1. The Notebook. The movie takes place in the 1940s, when a rich city girl falls in love with a poor country boy. Their love is magical and truly all-consuming. The story is narrated by an elderly man who's telling the story to an elderly woman in a nursing home whose name is, well, you'll have to watch to find out. The two lovers, Noah and Allie, are played by Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams. Throughout the movie, the audience is taken through a number of feelings and emotions, and you most likely will cry. The powerful acting shines through to the audience, for I was moved by the actors' raw feelings. This is the idea of a perfect love story, for although they have their problems, their love for one another always rises above anything.
It wasn't over for me. I waited for you for 7 years. Now it's too late.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel as we put out new videos every week. Drop us a like if you enjoyed and comment your favorite romantic movie down below. And as always, thanks for watching.